What's up guys, just got to the gym. So basically today we're doing legs and do some squats and stuff and show you guys that. But first I'm going to start off with 2 hamstring movements. I normally don't start off with hamstring, I start straight with squats. But I'm doing more of a John Meadows workout today. And in his workout, you know, you might have seen in a few of his videos or something, but he likes to do tempo training, so basically switching up the seconds and holds when you do your movement. So I'm going to start off with a lying leg curl. Basically I'm going to go 1 second up, 2 second pause, and 2 second back down, and then I'm going to do a seated leg curl, and I'm going to do partials, 5 partials at the end. He's a big bastard for partial reps, talks about it all the time. So I'm going to try these out. I obviously done partial reps, but I've never done tempo training, so I'm going to give it a try, tell you guys what I think, and then show you the rest of my workout as well.
How's it going, guys? So I thought I'd bring you guys a commentary today. Before we get started though, I just wanna say thanks for the support that I've been getting as of late. I know it's not a lot of you guys, but you know what? Even just having a few of you guys, you know, talking on my videos and showing support, and you know, this kind of thing really means a lot to me. So I want to thank you guys for that. Lots more content coming out, so stay tuned. But basically, the topic I want to talk to you today. First of all, I just want to say that I wasn't 100% happy with my squat form in this video, but needless to say, today I want to talk about my ideal training partner. So, background for me, basically, most of my friends don't lift at all. My closest buddies do not lift. I'm a lone wolf in that sense. My buddies who do lift, who are the guys I met in college, you know, I got a few buddies who I've trained with, you know, plenty of times, and I love training with the guys. But in all honesty, you know, these guys live too far, and it's just, you know, I've never had a solid concrete training partner. You know, I've never had one that sticks around. I have, as I said, I have buddies who lift, and when we get together and we lift together, it's freaking amazing. But it's nothing concrete. You know, I feel that a good training partner should be there no matter what. Always be there with you. A great example of this is Mark McQueen. If you're familiar with his channel, him and his buddy. Honestly, those guys, the way I see it's like the most perfect gym partner bromance. They're always in there together. Even when, I believe his name is Robbie, even when Robbie's not training, he'll be in, pushing Mark through the workout, screaming at him each lift, and that's really inspiring to me. Something that I wish I had, to be honest. You know, I have Arnold Schwarzenegger's Encyclopedia of Modern Day Bodybuilding, and there's a good section on training partners in it, and I just want to share a quote from here, or a few quotes. So, you know, he talks about how he trained with Franco Columbu back in the day, who was pretty much his best training partner of all time. So, Franco, this is what he says, what a training partner should do. So he says, what are the necessary qualities of a good training partner? For one thing, he has to be giving. He has to care about your success as well as his own. He can't just do his own set, walk away while you do yours. He has to be there with you. Okay, yesterday you did 8 reps, so let's go for 9. A good training partner wants to train at the same time you do, not at 6 if you want to train at 5. A good training partner calls you the next day. How are you feeling today? He not only shows up on time, but also suggests, hey, let's get together and do some posing practice. Nobody is 100% every time he walks in the gym. And if you're having a low energy day, your training partner should be there to kick you into gear and get you going. And you should do the same thing when you're the one with the most energy. Franco and I used to compete constantly, each trying to lift more, outlift each other, and do more sets and reps. You know, he also goes on to say how choosing a training partner is a lot like a marriage, he says. You want to marry someone who is an addition to your life, not one that causes you to say, what am I getting myself into? And you know what? These quotes really stood out for me because this is something that I've always wanted in a training partner, and it's something I've never had. I'm always a lone wolf in the gym. I'm always by myself because I've never had one that stays. You know, my buddy Eric, he's always been good to me. He's always cared about my progress. But the fact of the matter is, he's a trainer at a different gym that's quite far from my house, and you know, we train. I try to get down there every time I can and train, but it's really just not feasible 100% of the time, right? So, I mean, that's the way I want it to be, though, because the way I am, if I had a good training partner, and even just with my buddies, even though they don't train with me all the time, I always care about their progress just as much as mine. I'm always asking how everything's going. What are your current goals? What are your lifts at right now, buddy? My buddy Troy, who's strength training, always ask him, you know, what are your lifts at right now? What are they looking like? And I'm always curious, and I'm always happy to hear about progress, and I'm always curious about progress, but I don't exactly get it in return. So, you know, it's something that I wish I had, you know, and I think it's something that you shouldn't take for granted if you have it. A good training partner is, you know, just about as close as the buddies can get. You know, you put everything into it, and you do it together. You know, this is the lifestyle we live, and sharing that with someone is good. Is you know, a big help and inspiring to do better. You know, Arnold also says in his book that he made the most progress he did out of, you know, when he was training with Franco, he made the most progress he ever did in his career. And you know, that's the way it is. You know, when I train with guys, you know, I have a couple buddies who I train with at college, you know, every now and then, and you know, I always have killer workouts with them because, one, I'm inspired to train hard. Intensity goes through the roof. I'm always pushing myself. I want to prove myself. I want to compete. My buddy Max is huge, and you know, we always compete when we train together. You know, I hit 8 reps, he goes for 9. Then the next set I go for 10. You know, and that's the way I think it should be, and that's the way I wish I had it. But you know, I think this is an interesting topic, and I haven't heard anyone really talk about it. So, you know, I just want to give you guys my opinion on you know, my ideal training partner, and let me know in the comments what you think.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video, and catch you later.